Good morning, Grantsville Elementary. This is the Bulldog News for Wednesday, March 29th, 2017. My name is Allison.
And I am Anthony.
Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today in Lost and Found we have this necklace, this headband, this real tree hat, this blue, orange, and black hat, this gray sweatshirt, this blue sweatshirt, a pink glove, a white glove, a black and gray striped glove, a green hat, a red and gray sweatshirt, a black and gray blue sweatshirt, and a shirt that says the dude, and this Shopkins watch. Please remember to put your name or initials on your school items so they can be returned to you.
Wellness Wednesday, and now we have a healthy tip from our nurse.
Good morning and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. This morning I would just like to talk to you a little bit about some basic rules for when you're playing on the playground at recess. Use both hands when climbing. Don't hang by one hand. You need both hands to stay safe. Sit down in the swings and slow down before getting off. And never ever walk in front of or behind someone who is swinging. And no other child should be pushing someone else on a swing. Avoid climbing on wet equipment. And I know with these rainy days we have to be careful of that, but it can be slippery and it can cause slip and fall accidents where you can slip off a ladder or a pole would be wet and you would slide down, possibly hitting your head and skinning up your legs on the way down. Never climb up the front of the slides. This is very dangerous. For one thing, you could fall backwards. The other is that someone else could be coming down as you're going up and cause an accident. And always slide down feet first. You should not be coming down on your belly. You should only be coming down feet first. And on hot days, especially when girls and boys start wearing shorts, you need to put your hand on that slide and test the temperature and see how hot it is. You people on the recess shifts, as that equipment sits there and the sun bakes it all day long, it can get really hot and it can actually cause little superficial burns. So test the equipment before you get on it to make sure it's not too hot. Avoid broken equipment. If you see a piece of equipment that looks like it's broken, a loose screw, a step that isn't right, a chain that's broken, anything that doesn't look like it should, you need to report that to the adult that's on duty right away so they can tell Mr. Bill and we can see to it that it's fixed. Avoid pushing or shoving. And I know this gets hard. You get out there, you get excited. Sometimes it's hard to take turns, but you have to slow down and think, is it worth causing an accident or for someone to get hurt? Especially with some of these kickball games and basketball games that go on the playground. Everybody gets just a little overexcited, and that's natural for kids who play. But remember, it's a recess game. It doesn't count for anything. Be sure you're wearing proper shoes. And I know you're allowed to wear flip-flops, but let me tell you about flip-flops in the playground. I've seen severely stubbed toes, big toenails that have almost been ripped totally off, because your shoe, when you don't have a closed-toed shoe on, and that's a shoe where your toes aren't sticking out, a tennis shoe. If you're wearing a sandal of any sort, your foot is at risk for injury. You can slide out of them, you can stub your toes, they don't give you good arch support, can cause your ankles to roll. They're really just not a good idea to wear to school. Think about it when you make your fashion choices in the mornings, girls. I know they look cute and they probably match, but think about your toes and your feet. That's it. I'll see you next week.
Bulldog events. Tomorrow there is no school for students and parent-teacher conference from 11:30 to 7.
Excuse me, what time is it?
It's time for lunch.
What time is it?
It's time for lunch.
What time is it?
It's time
today is nacho grande, or turkey and cheese sandwich, or chicken nuggets, corn, strawberry applesauce, tossed salad, and milk. Friday's breakfast will be cereal bar, orange wedges, apple juice, and milk.
Today's weather will be a high of 56 and a low of 32 with a 10% chance of precipitation.
Today in history, in 1867, U.S. buys Alaska from Russia for $7,200,000.
Happy birthday to Lily Brenneman, Aaron Snyder, and Gracie Siebel. Remember, if we announced your birthday on the morning news, please stop by the school store for your birthday pencil.
Joke of the day. Who is the boss of the dairy, the big cheese? Tune in Friday for more Bulldog news. Bye.